What's good, Joe? It's your boy Tony the Savant back with another one. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on when you're pulling up to the video. All right, man. We're talking about Joe Flacco, the legend. I'll tell you the truth. I didn't know that Joe Flacco was still playing NFL football until I went to go check my fantasy football scores, and I tend to just look at like the players that's not drafted on anybody's team, just kind of scouting, seeing who's doing what in case I got to make a move. Somebody gets injured, whatever. So I'm looking at that, and I see Joe Flacco is active, and I think my man's put up about 20 points uh, in total. I think I can't recall exactly what he was, but I was just shocked to see that Joe Flacco was playing NFL football. And not only that, y'all, uh, one could argue that Joe Flacco has been balling in Cleveland these last two games, as he sits at 5 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, um, a rating of 83.8 QB rating. His longest pass so far has been 42 yards. He's completed 55.1% of his passing yardage at 565 yards, excuse me, this season in total yardage. So, 38-year-old Joe Flacco, same age as the LeBron James guy, still going at it strong. And I'm gonna say this, I want to kind of segue into uh, my initial thoughts. When Joe Flacco was in his quote unquote prime, in the heyday of his playing days, I didn't think much of Joe Flacco. Uh, I thought he was one of the mid tier quarterbacks. He would have good, games, good, stretches in games where he looked like a good quarterback. Happenstance, the best football that Joe Flacco has ever played in his life, the best 4 games in his life anyway, led him to a Super Bowl. So, uh, is that Joe Flacco was just one of those guys I think that caught lightning in the bottle. Nonetheless, overall, he's just one of those mid tier kind of guys. I never thought much about him. But seeing that he's still active, he's still going at it nowadays, kind of made a funny thought. A funny thought came to my head as far as what if Joe Flacco leads the Cleveland Browns to a Super Bowl run? Just what if? Because he's been named the starter for the remainder of the season for the Cleveland Browns. So I'm not sure what's going on with the Deshaun Watson situation. I haven't been keeping up. Last time I checked in with the Cleveland Browns and Deshaun Watson, he was playing. So I guess I don't know if he's injured or whatever, but I'll look into that and probably get another video out on that one. But nonetheless, yeah, man, Joe Flacco will be the starter for the remainder of the season for the Cleveland Browns again, and so far so good. He's been playing, he's been balling, and I'm just kind of nervous, if we keep this trend of Joe Flacco playing like he's playing, uh, he could easily possibly lead this Cleveland Browns team to a Super Bowl run. Because their defense is formidable. They still got enough on offense to get the job done, and I think that Joe Flacco, can lean on his experiences. He definitely has that Super Bowl ring on his shelf, so you can never count out a champion or the heart of a champion. I don't think the likelihood, of Joe Flacco leading the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl is high. But with all of the mid tier, with all of the mid quarterback play this season, he could sneak one in there. I mean, it wasn't like Joe Flacco was the top dog, or even one of the top dogs, if my memory serves me right. It's not like he was one of the top dogs when he won his Super Bowl. So if he can sneak in there, lean on that defense, Myles Garrett and those boys, I check on Myles Garrett as well. But nonetheless, check on that guy as well. Lean on those guys as well. Who knows? The NFL it has a lot more parity than the NBA. That's for sure. I think even more so, you could argue has more parity than the MLB, but we'll see. But that's just my thoughts on that. Y'all tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Again, shout out to uh, the Cleveland Browns now starting quarterback, legendary 38. Nah, I'm gonna not do that. I said that in my Shaq video, man. I gotta stop doing that, calling everybody a legend and everybody great or whatever. But anyway, the Super Bowl champion, rightfully so, respectfully, Joe Flacco will be the starter for the Cleveland Browns the remainder of the season. So let's see if he can lead a playoff push. See what happens, man. But y'all tell me what y'all thoughts about it in the comment section. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Hit the notification bell as well. Thank y'all for the love and support. Y'all keep me motivated. Y'all keep me humble, man. Only I am obligated to my audience only. My audience and the truth, the facts. You know what I mean? But the folks that rock with me, they usually are reasonable, logical folks. So I appreciate the love and support from y'all, man. Y'all the bosses. I'm the guy that loves to work. Let me get back to work. Peace.